Hello and welcome to another BACB Sports production. I'm Brad Fetters alongside my broadcast partner Nick Buckler as we come to you tonight from beautiful Birmingham, Michigan, home of the Seaholm Maples, as it is the Seaholm Maples and the Groves Falcons in the annual derby, the soccer matchup between our two rivals here tonight. And Nick, we focus first on the visitors from Birmingham Groves. They make that move up to the OAA Red and have had at times a difficult time this season.
Yeah, they have. They've really scheduled themselves a very, tough schedule. And their offense has been pretty much scarce. They're averaging a goal a game. So that's definitely something they're going to want to work on here is getting off to a quick start and possibly netting a few here and trying to up that average.
As for the Seaholm Maples, a 5-2-1 record playing out of the OAA White this season, and Coach Vince really has them flying high.
He really does. They've won 4 out of their last 5, although they are coming off of a loss in league play to Oxford. But really their leader, Cole Carmanos, he's been very strong, 10 goals on the year. So he's somebody to look out for here tonight.
Cole Carmanos is one of our BACB Sports Spotlight athletes of the night. Let's take a look at the quick feature between the Groves Falcons and the Seaholm Maples top players here tonight. The BACB Sports Spotlight makes its way to the Groves Falcons sideline first and finds senior Aiden Davis. The midfielder is the leading goal scorer on the Falcons with 3 tallies. Here's what his head coach Jonathan Turner had to say about the underclassmen.
Aiden's now a 2-year varsity player for us, and he's coming along here, especially right at the key moments here in the middle of the season. He's found the net here in these last 4 games. He's found the net, 3 goals for us. Some big goals against some good opponents. He scored against Berkeley, scored against I believe it was not Flushing, but Notre Dame Prep in the Frankenmuth tournament, and had a goal again here, I believe against. Earlier in the season. So he's had some opportunities and he's done really, really well. We have him playing up top and in more of an attacking role tonight, and I expect a lot of great things out of him. From a leadership standpoint, he's just hard work. He's a worker on the field, and really, really excited what he brings to the table for us and excited what he does for us tonight in this game.
Turning our attention now to the Seaholm Maples, our spotlight shines on junior Cole Carmanos. The forward has scored 10 goals this season, including a hat trick in the 7-3 victory over Brother Rice. His head coach, Jared Vince, had this to say about a sensational junior.
Cole, he's an incredible talent. He has an incredible pace. He's fast, he's smart, he has great touch on the ball, and an incredible ability to finish. He's been varsity ever since his freshman year, and he's incredibly valuable to our team. I think one of the things that I like most about Cole is that his passion never stops. Like he puts 100% effort on the field. He doesn't come off the field without leaving it all there, and he just doesn't quit. I know that he wants it, wants to score, wants to win more than anything. So he's a threat up top, and he's been an incredibly valuable teammate and a great teammate.
Aiden Davis and Cole Carmanos are 2 BACB Sports Spotlight players of the game. Grove Seaholm Varsity Soccer coming up next.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back to Birmingham Seaholm High School. Brad Fetters, Nick Buckler calling the action tonight. Our annual rivalry matchup between the Seaholm Maples and the Groves Falcons. Seaholm in their home maroon jerseys with white numerals. Groves in the long sleeves tonight. Those white jerseys with the green numbers and white shorts. 40 minutes up on the big board, nearly set to go. And what should be an interesting matchup here tonight.
Yeah, it really should be. We have Groves who moved up to the red division this year, off to a little bit of a shaky start, if you will, 3-7-1, only averaging a goal a game thus far, and they're coming off of a stinker, if you will, a 5-0 loss at the hands of Stony Creek. So they're definitely going to want to get out and strike first here against a Seaholm team that's really playing really good soccer right now, winning 4 of their last 5.
Seaholm will be going right to left. Nicklers in net for the Falcons. Leo Adams, the junior netminder. Between the pipes tonight for the Seaholm Maples.
You mentioned those long sleeves. We don't know what's going to happen. It might get a little chilly once that sun dips down below the grandstands, and then obviously eventually we'll go below that horizon as well.
It's an absolutely picture-perfect night here in Birmingham, Michigan. Temperatures in the upper 70s. You can't ask for much more here late in the summer. Fall's not going to happen for a couple more days, so it feels like summer. You wonder at some point if we're going to have to worry about cramping with some of the athletes on the pitch here tonight.
Well, I mean, I'd ask for a little bit more. It was a little hot in the sun there when we were eating our production meal today. I had a little sweat on my brow. So I would have liked like about a 68 degrees, a little less humidity, some shade. But, I mean, beggars can't be choosers.
So Groves maintaining the defense. Booted up ahead, line driving kick. Mark Wishmeyer had it momentarily, knocked down and controlled by Groves, looking to get it out of their own end. Restrepo has the ball on his right foot, and he boots it deep. Was looking for number 15, Lake Everett, unable to connect that time, and ball goes bouncing. A little bit of a push-off there. No call, they play on. Brand new field turf here in Birmingham. And getting back defensively was Matt Fricke.
One of my favorite defensive strategies there. When in doubt, kick it out, and that's what happened there. He had two offensive players breathing down his neck. He just says, I'm just going to oust this one, and we'll take the ball on the sideline.
Groves beat up as well, so they not only make that move up to the OAA Red, they schedule a bunch of really tough teams kind of in the preseason to get themselves prepared for league play. And now they're kind of going through some things with the injuries.
Yeah, I notice any time that I've ever played a sport and, you feel outmatched just every single night you're out there, then you go play against a team or an opponent that's on an equal playing field as you, and you feel almost like you have the upper hand. So although you may not be getting results, it'll show when you're playing against equal talent that you're playing up, and it's going to give you the upper hand, and you're really going to stride. But Coach Turner mentioned something that I really liked before when we talked to him before the game, and he said we didn't necessarily get beat. We beat ourselves. We lost those games. He said you can't win if you don't score. And I think he said a little more poetic than that. I can't remember his exact quote, but he said you can't score. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It was something like the Wayne Gretzky quote, but he put his own spin on it, as he always does. So that was something that I enjoyed from that.
Yeah, he stressed the importance of getting shots off, basically. Not just getting the shots off. You can't score unless you're getting shots. And
that was it.
He kind of stressed that the guys are a little perhaps snake-bitten right now and only averaging that one goal per game. And it's a funny sport. One goes in, and sometimes it just opens up that wave of goals.
The floodgates could be open. We could see it here tonight. Anything happens, as I say, anytime these two schools get together, really at any sport.
Free kick into the box, going up strong. Nick Lurr is able to get to that ball. Nick, only a sophomore.
They got a bright future between the pipes here for 3 more seasons, including this one.
A little of a miscue right at midfield, and then kick straight up into the air. Looked like one of your lob wedge shots.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of spin.
Mine's a little bit more like 5 feet off the ground, 100 miles an hour.
So we mentioned that Groves playing short-handed. They're without their captain, Evan McCullough, midfielder, senior midfielder. Battling through an ankle injury right now. Said he hurt it at practice. Really no timetable for his return. So that's a big blow for the Falcons. And win here tonight wouldn't get them healthy, but it'd make them sure feel a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. They might feel kind of outmatched, even though they are, a division higher than Seaholm. But Seaholm's been really playing at a high level for the last, couple of years. So, and they're the hotter team right now. They're scoring goals. They're putting balls behind goaltenders, and they've won 4 out of 5. Although they're coming off of a loss to Oxford, it seems to be trending in the right direction for them.
This is a Groves team that has had to replace quite a bit. They lost a ton of seniors to graduation a season ago.
And that's a bold move when you graduate so many seniors and then move up. That's going to make you stronger, you know, for these sophomores and juniors on this team for years to come. It's really going to have them and their senior year playing at an absolute, the highest level they possibly can, and potentially get them noticed by some colleges that may not look a little bit lower. So you got to look at it in the big picture as well.
So we talked about the gauntlet that they have to play within the OAA Red. You look at teams like Stony Creeks, the Troys, the Troy Athens, and you're looking up at an Athens right now that's 4-0 in the OAA Red and 11-0-1 overall. You're taking a peek at a Clarkston squad that's 6-2 overall, 3-1. But then you also go and you schedule Country Day. You schedule a Warren De La Salle. They took on a really good Cranbrook Kingswood school and Ann Arbor Skyline and Brother Rice as well. So really a tough schedule, and you're just kind of that Tom Izzo school of thought that you know you're going to play the best during the regular season. So non-conference, you schedule the best as well.
And you can't be afraid to lose. That's one thing a lot of young players necessarily don't always understand is, you know, you're in it to develop. You're in it, obviously, to have fun, but obviously you're not going to tell a competitor you're out there to have fun. You know, you're trying to win anytime you take the field. But to play those teams, you can't be afraid to lose. You have to know you're the underdog coming in, and that's when teams, they may not get up for you, is because they think they might take you lightly, and boom, you catch them, and there it is.
You have to, at times, perhaps embrace that underdog role as well, which isn't always the easiest thing to do, especially after all the success they had a season ago that saw them win the OAA White title and earn that promotion up now to the ultra-competitive Red Division. So Groves, well, kind of have the feeling that they knew they were going to take their lumps this season, but would really prepare them for the next year and beyond.
Yeah, I really like Coach Turner's outlook on the season so far. Really just tells it how it is, plain and simple. Not sugarcoating absolutely anything.
Lurs comes out, boots it to midfield, headed down and around a couple separate times. Finally forward by Dean Abdraba. And possession now back to Groves on the free kick.
Seeing a lot of feeling each other out here in the early going. No one's really made that push to really set up an offense and really get caught and possibly have an odd man opportunity. They've really been just kind of playing safely in the middle of the field, and we'll wait to see. Maybe we got something right here.
We sure do. And no surprise, it's Cole Carmanos unable to get a lot on that left-footed boot. Kind of was a slow dribbler into Nick Lurs, who fires one downfield.
Didn't have anybody going with him. It was him against a couple defenders who eventually caught up. Might have rushed a shot, maybe didn't get what he wanted on that one.
Ball eventually sails out of bounds on this near side. It'll be a throw-in. Cash Erickson up ahead to Wishmeyer.
It's a great name. Cash Money.
See if he's able
to cash in
here tonight.
I don't know. Maybe he wants to hang out in my wallet a little bit because I have no cash hiding out in there, let me tell you. Dad joke, sorry.
A little battle for that loose ball. Kicked out of bounds. Seaholm will have the throw-in. It'll be Cole Carmanos. He's going to defer to a teammate. They're going to want Carmanos on the field to receive this throw-in more than likely. Cole, our spotlight player of the game, leads the team in goals with those 10. 2 assists, gives him quite a bit of points on the young season. Putting on the brakes. Pillow Up the Restrepo, knocked down. Have the foul called just outside the 20-yard line of the football field, so we'll have a free kick belonging to the Falcons.
See if something can make something happen here. So they had a little rush there. Good stutter step by Campillo to set that up.
So it'll be Restrepo, one of the captains for the Falcons. Junior captain. Remember the Restrepo brothers from a season ago. Soft touch, sails up and over the crossbar.
3 points.
Schiavoletti with the opportunity there. He'll come off. McIntosh comes in, number 6 in white. You will see quite a few more substitutions in high school soccer. You also will see an occasional stoppage in play with the clock stopping. That's a little different than the professional game as well, and no extra time. So once zeros are up on the big board, the half and regulation will be over. There's no extra time kept down below. So the two glaring differences between the high school game and the professional game. 12 minutes has gone by here. Opening half of play from Seaholm High School. No score. This is the best scoring opportunity of the game, and it sails wide off the head of Sam Shekel.
Stepping up from that defensive position to throw his head on that one. Very good opportunity, and he had lures coming at him, so maybe avoiding collision, just kind of knocked it off to the left of the net.
Get another look at this opportunity off the free kick. Shekel beats the defender to the ball and just couldn't get the header to find the back of the net. His brother, you remember, Sam, played basketball at Birmingham Groves. Drew Shekel.
Might have been.
Sam and Drew.
Sam and Drew. Drew and Sam.
Ball rotated all the way out to the far side. Retreating back, played forward. Headed down by the Maples, but controlled by Groves. Restrepo has it. Some fancy footwork. Gets it to the center of the field. Low rolling shot.
It's like fielding the routine grounder, shortstop position. Scooping it, flipping it to first. He's out.
Leo Adams, netminder here tonight for the Maples. And new field turf. I don't know. Ball seems to be really bouncing high.
I like it. Looks well. Looks good. Well kept. Well watered. Nice and green.
Both Birmingham high schools getting the new athletic turf this season. Multi-purpose field.
I don't know.
One of the more interesting high school fields / stadiums with the fact that it doesn't have a track around the outside.
You know, now that you say it. Is that the track way out there in the back quarters?
It sure is. Kind of where the auxiliary practice football field is.
I like those uprights over there.
Yeah,
Reminds
old
me of
school.
my childhood.
Old school.
Don't touch them, though. You might get tetanus. A little rusty.
They sure are.
Got your tetanus shot? You up to date? You good?
You know, I probably am not.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. I got them as a kid, but I don't know. Don't
'em-
step on a nail or anything.
I got them all before I went away to college and haven't gotten one since. So.
That's a good time to get them.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you'd learn at college, and that's all. We got soccer playing here. Oh, ragdoll.
A little
Play
haul
on.
down from behind. Refs letting the action go here tonight.
Must be some football. The real football refs, not football.
Played through. Nice job, Aiden Davis.
Oh.
Slide tackle. They're going to say it's clean. Nope. We're going to get a whistle.
Or did they just say the ball went out? I can't tell.
They say it went over the end line.
No, yeah, end line. So they said it was clean. There's a corner coming out of it. And that was the call. OB, out of bounds. see it
First
again here.
corner of the game. You be the judge. It'll be Lake Everett to take this corner. Near side, into the box, going up and snagging it like a wide receiver.
He must be related to Devontae Adams, huh, with those hands, Green Bay Packer receiver.
Leo Adams going up to get it. Looking over his shoulder. That's a heads-up play defensively.
Football team might need a receiver.
And both of these schools have really good football teams this year.
I'm excited to call that game. It'll be right here.
On BACB Sports, we'll bring you all that action as well.
Game's here at Seaholm, right, I believe, this year?
Yes, you're up. You're right. Big rivalry game. Groves, one of the top teams in the state all of a sudden.
Last year, making the Final Four.
Making their way up, climbing up the leaderboard. Came up with a really impressive win over West Bloomfield recently. Got to improve the school spirit.
That it should.
First couple weeks of school in the books. Just running out of real estate. The Seaholm ball. 22:55 remaining in the first half. Maples with the throw in. Controlled by Cash Erickson. Rolls it forward, kicked right into the Maple bench. Coach Jared Vince right there.
Quick on his feet, as always.
Coach Vince bringing a lot of stability now to the program as guys buying in big time. Players coach. Might sound cliche, but the guys really enjoy playing for Coach Vince. He's the type of coach that gets involved in practices. He's not afraid to get out there and run suicides with the guys and get involved in the drills.
He looks like he does. I mean, pretty fit dude. In the pregame interview, I realized I need to hit the gym more while looking at him. Well, that'll, gym membership will get reactivated probably here in about 2 hours.
Pretty shortly.
I hop into my car, work off that pizza.
Kind of taking a page by Coach Manny Rodriguez's playbook, the girls soccer coach here at Seaholm. He's not afraid to mix it up and practice as well.
He's a spark plug.
Both of these programs in good hands with their coaching staff. So a free kick coming up here for the Maples. You mentioned that 5-2-1 record overall for Seaholm. They are playing out of the OAA White this year. 2-1-1 in conference play. They're looking up at the Dragons of Lake Orion, who come in with a league record of 4-0.
Dragons are a tough creature. People may say they're mythological. Big save there by Lurs as he dives off to his right, but back to, I think they're real because you see them on the soccer field, and 4-0 is no joke. So, if you got a fire-breathing creature coming at you, beware. 4-0, I wouldn't mess with them. Just let them take first and play for second.
So we're going to have a corner kick into the box, up and over the crossbar. Whoa, boy. First big scoring chance for either team.
That was very, maybe just a ball's length over top of the bar.
Falcons dodging a huge bullet there. Hard to believe this one's still scoreless. Back-to-back scoring chances for Seaholm. Yet we remain scoreless. Under 20 minutes now remaining in the first half of play.
A little forearm shimmy there.
Kick will go all the way into goalie Leo Adams. Speaking of Seaholm, averaging nearly 3 goals per game. Coming off that really impressive 7-3 victory over Brother Rice. They have wins over South Lyon, West Bloomfield, Rochester, and North Farmington. Only 2 losses this season was a league loss to Oxford and a 6-0 shutout loss to OAA Red leaders Troy Athens. Something about Troy and the game of soccer, it always seems to go together. The Troy schools always phenomenal, constantly winning state championships, and Athens kind of has set the bar this season through the early half of the regular season.
Could it be because Steve Rhoda is out there? He might have something to do with that.
Some pull,
yeah,
perhaps,
I think
out
he's
there?
He's putting some gusto into their soccer program.
Steve Rhoda, one of our directors / producers. The longer this game stays scoreless, you kind of like the underdogs, perhaps.
I was
going
to say, well, to me, the underdog will be Groves, even though they are higher. I just want to make sure, because that's where I was going with that. That's where I was going with that. But yeah, exactly. The longer this game stays 0-0, if you will, it's definitely advantage Groves. We were here twice last year, but the first meeting, Groves had I'd call it a historic comeback because they were pretty much down and out. Maples were controlling the whole game, and in the last, I think it was 8 or so minutes, they put up a couple goals and ended up taking the game in regulation. And, we didn't even think we'd see a tie, but they actually came back. And if we had a BACB Classic channel, that game would be right there. And that's, we only hope to see more of that here tonight. And right now, it's a pretty even match.
So take a look here at the injury away from the play.
Let's see what happens here. It was a little quick right at the beginning. We'll see. It looks like it's something maybe in the...
Going up to play it and a little forearm.
Do you take it like in the throat maybe? The jaw? Either way. Not a comfortable feeling, nonetheless. There's Lake Everett who took that one.
So some pleading now with the referee coming from both players. Looked like Sam Shekel and Aiden Davis were pleading their case with the referee, so it'll stay with Groves. Restrepo has it, goes back, plays it to Cash Erickson, one of the midfielders for Groves.
Fans arguing there for a handball. I didn't see it necessarily.
This is going to be a race to the loose ball, and it's going to be won by Groves. Nice job by them.
One thing, too, that I've noticed about this Groves team here tonight is that it's not like they're just kind of getting outworked. They're setting up their offense. They're controlling the ball for lengths of time. I would even say that maybe a majority of the play has been down on the right side. So this isn't, like what we've seen, they're down and out. They're not generating any offense. It's been more Groves than Seaholm tonight. But I'd say it's still pretty even. I'd say maybe 55-45, but... as we see a little takedown action. Crowd not a fan of the call, but nonetheless.
So Erickson that went down, got bumped. McIntosh. This will be a free kick for Seaholm. Dean Abdraba kick it. Seaholm had that terrific scoring chance off of the corner kick, but I think you're right. They have seen the Falcons come in here on the road and kind of dictate play at times.
Yeah, and Seaholm may have seen the better opportunities. They had the one off the corner, and then they had that header there that Shekel jumped into the play and just missed to the left of the net. But other than that, I'd say it's been all Groves here in the early going.
14:20 now left, first half of play.
Lake Everett appears to be feeling a little bit better. Looks like he's getting ready to check back into the game after coming out to that little forearm or shot he took a couple minutes ago.
Carter Stocker, double deuces, number 22, also getting ready to check into this game for Groves. This kick makes its way all the way into net. Probably not exactly how Seaholm wanted to set things up.
Got a hand. Not sure what that was.
Boy, beautiful night, isn't it?
No, we got the windows open up here in the comfy confines of the broadcast booth. It's a good breeze rolling through. It feels good. Comfy with my short sleeves on here.
Couple of those maple trees out yonder beginning to change
maple
colors.
Trees, huh? I see what you did there.
Hard to believe that fall is approaching with as warm as it has been, but we're not going to complain. We live in Michigan.
You know how they say spring has sprung?
Yeah.
Is it fall has fallen upon us?
Yeah, there you go.
Has anyone ever thought, or should I patent that idea?
You could write for Hallmark, I think.
You know what? See you guys later. I'm off to the Hallmark store. They still have those?
I think so.
There was one by my house,
they're
and
still
there's a for lease sign up there. It didn't last very long.
They still make ornaments.
Do people read cards? My grandma does.
Yeah, grandmas are good at picking out good cards. Sentimental.
But what about when the new age grandmas come? Are they going to send you like a snap chat?
Yeah, it's all text messages, right? Facebook messages.
The evolution of time. Anyways, yes, fall has fallen. That's where got to keep my mind on track. It's hard to do. I'm like a dog.
This will be a Seaholm throw-in. Nolan Miller, number 8, penetrates.
Looks like we're going to
Gets cut off.
This is where they generated their best opportunity thus far, so we'll see now on the opposite side, far corner. We'll see what they can muster up here and try to chisel one in here with about 11:45 to go in the opening half.
Wishmeyer with the set piece here. His corner. Cash Erickson calling for it. It came through. One arm save. Wow. And sliding to kick that one out. Good heads-up play. So Groves.
That was.
Oh, man.
Wasn't per se a hard shot, but definitely one that had labeled for the far corner, and a great save there to keep this at nils.
You wonder how that corner kick got through.
I don't know. There was bodies everywhere. It bent it a little bit like Beckham. It might have bent right through the crowd.
Jack Regan playing really well defensively. Wears 23 in white and gets that one into the offensive end. Was looking to go to Stocker. Stocker's going to be the one that controls this ball, and that one will make its way all the way into the parking lot, I think.
Yeah, is your car all right over there?
I think so.
Yeah. Reminds me of the softball games. I think a foul ball bounced off a car literally next to mine.
Yeah, that happens over at Groves. It's dangerous parking near the softball diamond at Groves.
Well, I didn't. It was my first time. I made note for the baseball game. I parked across 13 Mile. Took a smart bus in.
Ubered?
Yeah, no, I can't afford that. Smart bus. Public transit, that's what I do. Support the public.
So here comes the Maples now. Looking for our first goal.
Uh-oh, heads up. Nice
Souvenir.
snag. Keep it. Oh, weak. that be considered the student section? And they just gather on a fence now?
The flock.
They've fallen out of the tree, per se. There they are, looking hype. Real sunny out there, I heard, down there on the field.
Got the forest and the flock. Another, oh, right off of our
No, did you hear that on our
boom mic?
I heard it come through.
Bringing that right
man.
into your living rooms, folks.
Oh, man.
Want to know what it sounds like to get hit by a soccer ball? It sounds a lot like that. Now we have 2 balls on the field.
The band is on the field.
That would make for an interesting game. They have 2 balls, but nice job there by, I think it was Henry Wilms that came out and scooped up that loose ball.
Let's hoping Coach saw his agile moves out there to grab that one. He said, I can bring you more of that. Put me in the second half.
Good heads-up play, huh?
Can he go gather our mic that's now probably in pieces down there?
And now it's actually been put back on the stand. So
did it just stay that way? I didn't see anyone do it. She
well,
put the fan down there, did that for us?
I think so.
Wow.
Dangerous play. Adams on his back. Look out. And that gets a big chorus of boos and other statements by the fans.
Might have to close the window up
This
here.
one's starting to get interesting here.
Yeah, they're getting restless out
On
there.
Thursday night.
We're going to need a bouncer.
A little bit of everything, Nick Buckler.
I mean, that's what it is, you know. Might have gone deaf from the soccer ball off the mic. We got several balls on the field. Fans wearing their hearts on their sleeves and their feet and their mouths. It's pandemonium.
Cash Erickson up ahead. Owen Richardson gets cut off.
Oh, wow, great play.
Nick Lurs
Fans are now happy.
coming far out of his goaltender's position. Will kick that one straight out of bounds. Look it out. Okay.
I was looking. It was right at our microphone again.
Mass substitutions now for Seaholm. We'll try to get them all to you. Looks like Goff. Max Bria.
I think on the
Battle
other
of
side,
Ments.
Battle of Men checked in as well.
Number 9 in maroon. So looking to make that last ditch effort here late in the first half. Get some fresh bodies out there.
Give some of your full-time players an extended halftime, if you will.
Schlazinski, number 21, in as well for Seaholm. Didn't see any subs come in for Groves, so no counter punch. Nolan Miller retreats momentarily. 6.5 minutes remaining, first half. Splitting a couple defenders, just playing some keep away now. Maples with all kinds of numbers right there at midfield. Battle Lament asking for it back, gets it, just kind of chips it forward. Nobody was peeling back towards the net, so it'll skip over the end line. Where it'll be Falcon ball. Kind of get the sense that Seaholm has tilted the field a little bit here late in this first half.
They must have heard us talking, saying that Groves was controlling the pace. They had to even it out a little bit, maybe take a slight advantage here, and hopefully chip one in if you're a Maple fan here in the last 5.5 minutes.
Milner onside, but Adams anticipating that play from his goalie position, reacting well to come up and make that play. Both goalies, when called upon, have been good.
Both make some big saves.
Regan, this near side, up ahead. Pillow. Possession brand of ball being played by Seaholm. Looking for numbers. Stretch pass, unable to connect. So turnover. Falcons with numbers if they hurry. They elect to go back and play to the far side of the field. Tic-tac-toe passing. McIntosh had it momentarily taken off of his foot by Owen Richardson. Battle between him and McIntosh now results in the Seaholm ball. Cut off well defensively. Dorian. Over to Meilinger. Meilinger waiting for some teammates. Good first touch. Cycling it back up top and unable to get much on that kick. Cameron McIntosh. So it'll be a goal kick for Seaholm. Substitution is Aiden Davis, our profile player of the game, checks back in. Number 2 in white will take the spot of Carter Stacker. And that ended up inside the dugout.
Is that even big enough to happen?
Apparently.
Right through that little slot right there.
Through the top slot of the dugout. Talk about a hidden ball trick.
Literally, hey-oh.
Feel bad for the ball boy on that side. He's going to have to sprint over to the baseball diamond.
He's definitely burning some calories. He better have himself a Gatorade after to replenish.
Now, they'll say that one was kicked out of bounds on this near side. So under 3 minutes left to go. Both teams have a couple of shots on goal. Nothing to show for it yet.
Look, he has to hop that tall fence now, and he's over. Wow. Poor kid. Yeah, he literally just hopped that big black fence there. Double his size. He's lost. It's like, is it in here? Is it there? Oh, no, other side. To be young.
Well, those guys over there on the baseball diamond grandstand have the right idea. They didn't have to pay to get in.
Yeah, that's cheating the system, but you know. Oh boy, this could be dangerous. Oh wow.
Hope he doesn't get stuck up there.
He hasn't moved.
There he goes. He got over. Headed forward where Leo Adams will be Johnny on the spot to pick it up. The guys came off the bleachers to offer help after he hopped the big fence.
They waited just to see if he'd make it. One guy over there shirtless. I don't know what's happening on the softball side of things. It's a strange. Is it a full moon? No, that was last week. We had a full moon.
So Maple's going to have to hurry now. 80 seconds separating us from the halftime.
We might need to have our BACB Sports Player of the Game be the ball boy over there. He's really making strides.
Putting quite the effort just to retrieve that ball.
Both coaches better take note in a couple of years when he's ready.
So with under a minute now left, we'll take a look at the exploits here, the ball boy, and the adventure that he went on.
It was a long one. He deserves the props he's getting here.
Nice job by our live truck to bring you the picture-in-picture.
I mean, that confidence, you can't be confident when you're sitting up there getting ready to make that probably 8-foot plummet. Okay, maybe it wasn't 8 feet, but
good form. Made sure
it wasn't. I would have been ACL ripped, but he did made it look graceful. So props to him.
I would have went face first.
Oh, I wouldn't even. I'd have said, well, can I take another ball from the bag? But I don't know. The officials might only allow a certain number to be in rotation, like some sports do.
So we're going to see a performance here tonight by the dance team. Seaholm is 5 seconds be counted off, and that will do it for our first half of play. 0-0 our score. Both teams with some scoring chances. Neither team able to find the back of the net. Nick, your thoughts on the first half of play?
I think the crowd noise pretty much does it here for us. Both sections of fans are happy with the way their team played. Seaholm kind of got off to a slower start, but righted the ship there in probably, I'd say, the last 8 minutes or so and really kind of controlled the pace. But Groves, if you're Coach Turner, you really have to like how your team came out in that first half, keeping it 0-0. And you have to be happy with it, really, if you're both sides, still anybody's game.
A look back at our first half highlights, 40 minutes in the book. We'll take a break here on BACB Sports. Welcome back. Nearly set to go for the second half of play. And there's a look at the Forest here tonight. They got the big heads on a stick. It's a good look.
Always a good look. Anytime you see rowdy fans, they're not doing homework right now. They're right here supporting their classmates and their pals out there on the, what's it called, the plane.
The pitch.
The pitch, oh, man.
Close.
Wow.
Close.
I just really failed. What a disappointment.
So the Falcons will have the first possession of this second half. They're clad in those long-sleeve white jerseys. Seaholm in the maroon. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Nearly set to go. 40 minutes back up on the big board. Scoreless, 0-0. They call it in the game of soccer. We got ourselves a goalie change.
Oh, boy.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. It's could that mess up the gusto? I'm not sure.
As Seaholm has taken out Leo Adams.
Looks like that's Zaid Faraj out there.
Faraj in pink. And Seaholm right off the bat with the scoring chance. Nick Lurs remaining in the game for the Falcons.
Lurs was definitely the more tested goaltender in the early going, so I'm sure he was chomping at the bit to get back out there.
And this is something that Coach Vince has done repeatedly, pretty much throughout the entire season. Both Leo Adams and Faraj have both appeared in 8 games. Leo Adams has made all of the starts. Adams has a 5-1-1 record. Faraj has a 1-1-1 record. Faraj 9 goals against with 23 saves. So an equal 50-50 split this season for both goalies.
Always good to get both guys in the action and get them loose, because you never know when you're gonna need to call upon them.
Cole Carmanos calling for the ball. He was our spotlight player of the game for the Seaholm Maples. I'd like to thank both head coaches for their thoughts on their players here tonight. It's a new segment to BACB Sports. Hope you like it.
Good leaping snag there by Lurs.
Something's going to have to give.
Really is.
Both of these teams, the feeling out process you think has to be gone by now. Dangerous looking play. Pillow hauled down from behind.
Over, play on, they say.
Refs
Yikes.
really have allowed the action to go on here tonight. They haven't had a lot of whistles.
And the ones that they have whistled, some of them are, I would call suspect. There's another little shimmy shake.
Blake Everett on this near side, big left-footed kick, and that play is offside.
I mean, if you're a player and they're letting you get away with it, you might as well push your boundaries, push your limits a little bit, see what they're going to let you get away with. At least that was my mindset when I played sports. Probably not the best. You know, I would say my coaches might not have agreed with me, but, you know, I'm going to see what I can get away with. Not even on the ice or on the field. Maybe at home with my parents, too. I don't know.
Well, in the past, these games have definitely gotten physical. We've seen injuries. We've seen just hard-nosed play out of both teams. And wow. Sidewinding shot off the crossbar. Just an absolute blast there by Cole Carmanos.
Was that a big left foot, too?
It was.
Big swinging left foot. I thought that was going in. Lurs had it timed perfectly, but still just wired off the bar. A very good opportunity here as we see another look. Quick release, too. Very quick shot. Wow, right off dead center bar.
Dented that goal post.
Oh, nice.
Puts on the brakes, waits for a trailing teammate in the form of Aiden Davis. Davis straight away, big save. Rebound comes out.
Groves answering here with some pressure, and they got a late trailer coming in.
That was Davis. That was Meilinger that time.
Tried to play a field shot like me chipping onto the green. That was the same result of me chipping on the green.
The Groves forwards kind of froze after the initial save, and nobody went towards the ball.
And the first good opportunity that we just saw, he had to wait a hot second because the ball bounced up pretty high. He couldn't whip his leg up there to get it. When it came down, did he ever put a beat on that to the bottom corner? But Faraj was all over it. He is not rusty or cold coming off the bench, that's for sure.
So that initial shot came. The save was made. It was a loose ball. And as I mentioned, you had about 4 different Groves Falcons forwards that were just frozen. Nobody went towards the ball.
They were hoping their teammate would come set him up. They didn't want to do the dirty work.
A little push off. Yeah. Play on once again.
Offensive pass interference.
Cole Carmanos
flag.
Will backtrack now. Relentless defense. Restrepo, junior captain for the Falcons, applying the pressure. So kind of punch, counter punch here in the second half with scoring opportunities.
Seen it go both ways now. Groves trying to do what they did on that last little series there. Oh, whoa, no, come on. He took several steps after he fell, and if you're asking me, but no one did, so I'll stop. But yeah, they were just waiting for trailers to come up, and that was the play. Ball got deflected, and we're going to see it go the way of, I think, the Maples there. Ball boy showing off his skills, a little between the legs. He's feeling good. He's rested after his journey.
Oh, look out.
Coming in hot.
Side of the foot. The Maples looking to get this one back in play as quick as possible. Cole Carmanos will defer to a teammate. Long throw in.
That
Two
didn't have a
Falcons
chance.
came together. Kind of a dangerous looking play there. He's looking for Ethan Goff, but ball goes out of bounds. Played 6.5 minutes now of the second half. Looking for our first goal of the game. Neither team really given much. Some major scoring chances, though, in this game. Had a couple really nice corner kicks, some nice set pieces there. We had a crossbar get dinged.
That was more than that was like more than
Thump.
a ding. Let me tell you, yeah, that's a much better word than I was thinking of.
And we've seen a big save by Farage, Seaholm goalkeeper.
Yeah, he really he's been sharp here in the early going, coming off the bench. A lot of times they're going to say try to ease in a goalie when they come in cold, if you will, but he is warm already, I can tell you that. Sprawling all across the net.
Maples peel it back, takeaway at the 40.
Grabbing here, grabbing there.
A little bit of a shank.
I keep using a lot of words I use on the golf course here with my own personal game. Not sure how I feel about that. A little forearm shimmy. The whistles were blown there. Some fans are getting restless again, as I can hear. To close that window again. Getting angry.
Lake Everett near side. Big left foot. Bends one into the box. Kicked away by Nate Spencer. Here comes the Maples once again. Good touch on that first one. June Lee, one of the captains for Seaholm. June is a junior midfielder. Throw in from that far side, looking to create. We talked about the lack of offense for Groves this season. They've been shut out on 4 separate occasions.
Yeah. And so far, no goals on the board here tonight.
And have scored 1 goal in 4 different games. Their highest goal total on the season was 3 goals in both the Berkeley and Notre Dame games, both 3-1 victories. So scoring has been difficult at times this year for Groves. They'll have a really good opportunity here, you would think, on the corner kick.
Yeah, Groves is going to have a good opportunity. The crowd's starting to get a little antsy. They want a goal. They're making some noise. We're going to see what they can muster up here.
Meilinger on the corner kick. Late sub into the game is Carter Stocker. Will take the place of Henry Ellenbogen. Meilinger puts it in, low line driving kick. The defender was the first to head that one up and out.
It couldn't have felt great. It was a low liner coming in at you.
An opportunity turned aside once again by that back line of the defense. Slight touch by the Falcons sent that ball out of bounds, so it'll be Seaholm ball. 2 players colliding there. Streaking down that far sideline. Knocked down. Ethan Goff gets up slow.
Yep. Or a kick right, looked like his knee. Foot to knee action going on. Never fun.
So evening has turned into night now. That free kick is
Oh,
set in.
my.
Big hand
Are you
save.
kidding me? Lur's all over it. That right hand's been quick tonight.
Punching it out.
Oh, wow. I thought that was labeled for the back of the net, and he just said, here's my right paw. It's going to not go in because I said so. You kidding me?
Biggest save of the night
Might be a save of the year candidate.
belongs to Groves goalkeeper Nick Lurs. We'll get another look off the head.
You kidding me? Great save.
Cat-like reflexes. Cash Erickson with the header that time. So Nick Lurs keeps us scoreless. 27-35 now remaining second half.
Do I, in a lot of broadcasts, we will talk about who we might think is making a push for BACB Sports Player of the Game. But do I dare go out and say a goaltender here?
Well, if memory serves me correct, I think in the past we might have given both goalies player of the game when we've had 0-0 shutouts. This play onside, and another shot that sails up and over the upper 90.
If they scored there, would that have been a jinx by me?
Sure would have been. That would have been the truest definition of a broadcaster's jinx. That belongs in the dictionary if that came true.
Well, I didn't use a word. The
Oh.
S-H-U-T word.
Shutout?
Oh, boy. Now you went and said it. Now it's off my conscience now. It's on to you. That's, here we go. Oh, I thought he was going
A little
after him.
hand battle.
Yeah, there was definitely grabbing going on both ways, and I thought there was going to be a little handshake there between a couple players. So two guys angry at one another. The other's just bidding adieu.
Luke Restrepo. So we talked about Carmanos being the leading goal scorer with those 10 goals. And it's
Right there, I thought he was going after him.
7 different Maples that have scored goals. All fewer than 3 goals.
I don't know. Lurs was taken down there.
There's a goal.
I don't think you can call that a goal. He was being held down, interfered with. I don't see how that's able to count, like at all.
It'll be junior captain June Lee with the goal.
I mean, Lurs makes a play and comes out and gets taken down. It goes right to June Lee, who has an empty net to kick into. I mean, here we're going to see it again. Oh, there's the goal. But before that, Lurs is looking around like, what am I supposed to do? I'm taken down. Look how far out of position he was because he's taken down at the top of the box. And you could see some anger from some of the Groves sideline, Groves players. Are they talking about it or not?
Nope, we're just going to play on.
Play on.
So we'll get another look at it here. The goalie comes out.
He's taken down right there. He's trying to get back into position. I mean, he did have 3 defenders that could have made a play. And
the Seaholm player made a move on the ball, and as did goaltender Nick Lurs, and they came together, and I think that might have been a good call to let him play on.
Yeah, well, nonetheless, 1-0 here for the Maples.
There wasn't any sort of effort on the Maple player to make contact with the goalie. That's Carmanos.
Man, Lake Everett's been beat up here today as he gets kind of taken down by Carmanos there. He had to leave the game earlier for a short time due to injury, and there was another one. He got hauled down on there. Playing on, though. Tough guy.
So that's June Lee's first goal of the season. That's a big one as it puts the Seaholm Maples out in front. 26:03 mark of the second half, our only goal of the game. So it'll be a free kick to Seaholm.
Oh, there goes the 0-0 shutout that we were speaking of. Means I don't have to interview 2 goaltenders.
Now all of a sudden the focus probably turns to June Lee in terms of our player of the game.
Now, if you're Nick Lurs, do you maybe think twice about coming out to try to make a play on a 50-50 ball? Or you're still going all out?
No, I'm sure it's a textbook play for a goalie to come out and attack that corner and try to punch that ball out. Unfortunately, you mentioned he does make contact, inadvertent contact, I would say, with a Seaholm Maple, and he goes down to the carpet and wasn't quite able to get back into his position. But no, I think that's a ball you have to attack as a goalie.
And I still think he would have liked to have snagged that ball because it was a snaggable ball.
We're going to get a yellow card penalty here, and
Uh-oh.
he's going after the ball, Nick.
I was looking at the monitor. I wasn't looking at the big picture. I was looking at the monitor and saw him take off. I didn't know what was going on. Shows where my mind's at.
Yeah, Restrepo bounced up and went after the ball. He thought maybe they could
There
pull
was a
off
melee
quick one.
going on.
No.
I caught myself watching some videos today of some bench clearing brawls, so that might be fresh on my mind as Price will have a free kick here for Groves.
See, the Falcons kind of directing traffic. The clock has stopped after the yellow card. Now we will play on. Preuss looking to get it over that back line of defense. Just wasn't able to get it high enough. Preuss also the place kicker for the Groves football team. So he'll be called into duty tomorrow night.
Busy guy.
Tiptoes the end line, play on.
Oh, good save. Lurs is still on it. They will not have floodgates on this side, let me tell you.
Henry Panley, number 13 for the Maples. Lurs has been very good tonight.
Rock solid.
What a celebration by the Maples as well, huh?
I could feel the ground rumbling. So I don't
Push
know if
from
that
behind.
was the crowd, them, a mixture of both. The press box.
Get the best view of anybody high atop Maples Stadium here in the press box, and Carter Stocker not agreeing with that call. That's
Yeah,
an
you
understatement.
You could see his facial reaction there.
Frustration.
I've never made a
perhaps.
facial reaction like that ever in my life, let me tell you.
And there's Lurs again coming out of the goalie position to make that save. He's active back there.
It's always good to have an active tender. Or, I'm sorry, keeper. Silly me.
Hermanos jumps, keeps it on his foot. 3 defenders back for the Falcons. Carmanos puts on the Jets.
Gets by 2, takes down the third, throws his hands up, says, you stepped in my lane instead. Oh, he's clapping. He's taunting him now. Okay.
Conversation between rivals there.
June Lee comes in, gets his man, but also laughing. Oh, he wants to make some noise, he says. Ref is following him diligently. He's nothing will be had on his watch here today.
See if Groves can clear it out. They cannot. Seaholm maintains possession. Was looking to go to Carmanos on the broken play, and a laser.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he's taunting him. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Jeez. You don't like to see that.
Carmanos' 11th goal of the season, and
Ow, man.
over a goal a game, and right on cue. It's Cole Carmanos. 1-0 lead and an advantage that the Falcons are really going to struggle to come back from. So we'll get another look at the goal. A little bit of a broken play, and
it's a miscue, I think, by Preuss back there.
yep, whiffed on that kick. A good heads-up play by Carmanos, realizing that defender was nearby and went to the ground and somehow got all kinds of energy behind that kick.
When in doubt, kick it out. Into the tree. Ball boy, I'm curious to see how he's going to go
Look,
up and
he's
get
hustling.
that.
He's running after it.
He's going to have to
hopping
literally,
fences.
he's going to have to climb the tree. It went into the upper third of that tree. There he goes into the forest.
The adventure of the ball boy. He's
okay.
looking. He's peeking.
He's looking way too low.
He's lingering.
That went into the top. He will not find that. I would be willing to bet.
Lurs comes out of the.
Yeah,
Oh,
look, he's
and he got it.
Oh, no way.
He emerges from the forest
Wait, which forest?
with the ball.
Not the student section.
Nice field level view there. Nice job, our BACB sports crew here tonight. Mike Kappmeyer bringing you those images from field level.
You also can bring in some dance moves, too.
Hey, showing off in our production dinner here tonight.
Yeah. I learned some things. Never thought I'd learn.
Greg Black, our director tonight. Calling out all the directions to our live truck. If you missed any portion of tonight's game, you can check us out online, BloomfieldTWP.org.
Bodies are flying at this point. What's going to happen here?
We got another card coming out.
Oh, for sure. And it's not a thank you card, I tell you that.
It's a yellow.
He's pointing. You get over there. I can't get this card back in my wallet. Tap the clock, he says. Put that in my pocket. Is that the right ball? Yep. Okay, good. Got my whistle. I'm ready. See here. He comes in with a boom. Boom. Take a seat. Elbow to the chest. What did I do? You elbowed him in the chest, my friend.
Now we can play on. Preuss kind of ricochets off a couple legs. So BloomfieldTWP.org or BirminghamAreaCableBoard.org.
You were in the process of telling us how to view this.
Click on the video on demand portion of the website. Click on 2019 and scroll on down to BACB Sports. All of our fall sporting events will be located there. All the previous versions of this rivalry matchup can be viewed online, as well as all the games are archived on the website. Final stages of editing the Beyond the Box Score program that features both of these teams, interviews with both head coaches as well as the captains. That'll be available online and on the air later on this season as well. About halfway through our fall coverage.
Already. It's hard to think. Seems like we just begun. Oh, yeah. Kind of did.
So used to these teams matching up twice a season, but this is the lone encounter between the two schools. An instant classic. A season ago, it saw Groves come from behind to win it late.
See if they can do that again here tonight.
And this, ooh. Thought maybe, just maybe, it was Aiden Davis for Groves that put in that effort. And now Seaholm can kind of ice away some clock. They don't have to hurry getting this ball in. And a 2-goal advantage in soccer. It's this late in the game, it's almost impossible. So Falcons are going to need some instant offense. Some extra curriculars going on there. Straba was going to take the free kick, and it'll be Nolan Miller instead. Kind of rolls the ball forward just a little bit. He's going to bend it in.
You can't float him high when Lurs is patrolling because he's gonna, well, 99.9% of the time he's scooping it.
He's a really tall dude back there as well. Now it takes a high bounce.
Bounced over his head.
Yeah, Aiden Davis outran that
he
ball.
was hauled down, and they're just gonna play apparently.
He's slow to get up. Finally makes his way, and Seaholm really has limited what Aiden Davis has been able to do here tonight. As we mentioned, he is the leading goal scorer for the Falcons. Here's Carmanos changing directions as he goes side to side and was looking to set up that time and couldn't connect.
Passed it to no one over there, so.
The teammate. Here's a look at Lurs. Under 15 minutes remaining. Reminder that there will not be any sort of extra time, so once the clock hits 0, regulation is over. It's one thing I've never quite understood about professional soccer, and no one's ever really been able to quite explain it to me as well, as the fact that why couldn't you just stop the clock after goals and during injuries?
Because they want to build the suspense. You never know how much extra time are they going to award. Oh, unreal, they're going to put up 8 minutes.
And then the only person that really keeps track of that extra time is
Some
the
old
referee,
dude on the
right?
sideline. Oh, yeah, right, that too. And then they put their little number up with their digital sign, and there it is.
It just seems like this day and age with scoreboards,
Technology
digital
has
and
gone way too far.
you would think they'd be able to just stop them.
Wouldn't be the same.
I'll get off my soapbox now.
No, step up. I like the soapbox.
I mean, I'm a purist when it comes to a lot of things in sports, but I just never have been able to grasp that concept. That
Me either. I don't understand really much.
it just seems simple, right? The ball goes in the back of the net.
You
stop
stop
the clock.
just like every other sport in the world. Yeah. Who are we kidding?
Price back. You mentioned Seaholm winners for their last 5. Big win over Brother Rice, 7-3. That was on the road. They also had a big 4-1 victory over South Lyon on the road. So this is a team that has played well away from home, and they've done a lot of it. This is only, Nick, their 3rd home game of the season. So really a favorable schedule for them down the stretch as they finish with 5 straight home games.
So the difference with me is that at the high school level, I felt more focused on away games. I don't know if that's the common ground for everybody, but when you're at a home game, you have so much more to do. You have to set up the field. You have to get all the stuff. You have to help, the JV and freshman teams, and you still have so much that you're doing, and you're not really focusing on the game. Whereas when you're away, you're kind of being catered to. You're on the bus, you're listening to your music, you're getting up, and you're just strictly preparing for the game. So I don't know per se if the home field advantage is the same at the high school level. Big save there, as it would be, at any other level. Good D there.
The defender eventually makes the save there. Yeah, there's quite a few more distractions at home, isn't there? got a lot more family perhaps in the stands, a few more friends as well that just aren't willing to make that drive out to a road game.
Those aren't real fans or real friends.
June Lee using his hands that time to catch that ball for the whistle blew. Preuss put it in. So with 10.5 minutes remaining, we can start thinking about a potential BACB Sports Player of the Game, and I think early indications got to be the guy with the golden goal right now. And that's June Lee, junior captain, as the goal that has given the Maples the advantage. He has it now and pushes it forward. Owen Richardson has it on this near side. Looking to play some keep away, but the turnover goes to the Falcons.
Yep, first, keep that clock running. And first goal of the year for June Lee, so always good to hear his thoughts and how he took advantage of that miscue.
Oh, another dangerous play and a goaltender out of position, but
somersaults and Macarenas and anything to stay on your feet.
Another tough play coming up here for the goalie. A little 2-on-1 getting back defensively.
What? Is there enough? They're just going to say that's fine?
Because Nolan Miller down there for Seaholm.
No contact there at all. Okay.
Well,
I mean, all right.
It is a somewhat physical game. I mean, you are allowed to
breakaway.
Well, they didn't haul him down. They played the ball.
I don't know about this game.
So a corner kick for the Maples.
Ball? I think he just slitted his legs.
Maples, nice job getting back.
Yeah, you can't. I know you can't do that.
And we're going to get another yellow card.
June Lee's picking this one up.
So you'll come together in a show of sportsmanship with Restrepo, and June Lee will have to come out of this game after earning that yellow card.
Restrepo's kind of been in the middle of many of the altercations, but he's been the cool head that's prevailed.
I think he's been involved in pretty much all three yellow cards. Yeah.
Everyone. And he didn't pick one up. They were all against him. Yeah, he didn't see him coming. Lee was definitely trying to play the ball there, but he did catch the back of his legs, and because it was from the blind side, I think it's the right call. But not a dirty play per se. He just, had his back to the play.
Restrepo, a junior captain this year, was a captain last year as well as a sophomore. Really a program guy for them, and another tough night here for Groves, and kind of got a feel for them. They're obviously missing their senior midfielder and captain and kind of their do-everything guy, Evan McCullough. We mentioned he's got an ankle injury right now, and I think they just kind of really have been banged up right from the get-go. I think they were healthy from day one, and it has shown with the results this season, but really credit Seaholm. They've done a terrific job this season. More than likely will improve their overall record now to 6-2-1.
Pending a miracle like last year.
Seaholm has one shutout victory on the season. That was a 3-0 blanking of North Farmington. So I guess that would be a shared shutout by both goalies.
Oh. Yeah.
Richardson looking to go to this near side. Michael Fuller Looking to reverse it, nothing available to him.
We'll replay that shot to the face there. Always not a fun sign. Feeling either. You know, when you get hit in the nose, it's like your eyes instantly water.
Yep. It's a sensitive spot on the body. And Draba going back and play it to his goalkeeper. Farage. Low line driving kick, played forward. Seaholm just looking to put the finishing touches on what has been an interesting game. It hasn't been perfect for the Maples. They had some breakdowns that allowed the Falcons some really good scoring chances. For Groves, they just weren't, they were unable to capitalize, and some big saves. And Farage probably had the biggest save of the night for Seaholm.
Game was still 0-0 at that point, and that could have really changed the outline of this game if that goes in and it becomes 1-0 Groves early in that second half. So he really stepped up and made a big save when it mattered.
Kept it scoreless, and then June Lee and Cole Carmanos able to get the 2 goals. Raj kind of, I don't know, was that a fake? Like he was going to put that ball down?
That's the second time he's done that. I don't understand what he's trying to do there.
Big kick there.
First time he did it, 0 people were around. Like a fish out of water, kind of the beached whale. Similar to a blue whale.
Kind of just trap it under your body and prevent anything from happening. Richardson, far side, trying to go short side. So the upcoming schedule for Seaholm includes games against Avondale, Country Day, and Walled Lake Western. That Avondale game will be a league game, as well as the upcoming contest with Farmington. That'll be at home. As for Groves, it doesn't really get much easier after tonight. They're going to take on the league leaders, Troy Athens, before coming back home to take on Ferndale, before finishing up their league schedule with North Farmington and Troy. And then we mentioned that tough schedule. They're going to end their regular season with 2 really difficult games in the form of Country Day on the road and De La Salle at home.
That's a tough schedule, especially down the stretch, if you will. Generally, you want some confidence going into district playoffs, but hey, you might steal one of those games. That could give you a whole different form of confidence heading into the playoffs.
And that play is onside, a dangerous play. Farage making contact with the attacker, and what do we have here? I'm going to say it was offside. Wow. I'm going to say it was an offside play.
I don't know why'd they wait so long to blow it. They waited till the save was made.
That was Aiden Davis making contact with Farage.
You know, this is where you have to blow that dead earlier because you see contact is about to be made. Yeah.
So Aiden Davis getting up gingerly as head coach. Jonathan Turner checking in on his well-being. The referee going to go talk things over with the linesman.
So you're trying to tell me that contact didn't count for anything. So those 2 players wore it for no reason.
Well, and now the referee is going to talk to Aiden Davis.
What's he possibly telling him? Check your messages there real quick from the crowd.
Athletic trainer Bill Watson going to check in on Aiden Davis as well. And
updating your Twitter, checking in on the game, Snapchat.
So under 3 minutes left. Falcons continue to trail by 2. Shekel and Caramanos getting ready to check into this game for the Maples. What do you think, Nick? June Lee going to be our player of the game?
I'm giving it to him. There he is right there, wearing number 6. He got his first goal of the year.
Wearing the armband as a captain, junior.
Yep, he, he took advantage of the opportunity, broke the scoreless tie, and for that, he's going to earn some time with me. How did he get so lucky?
That'll be during our post-game coverage, and that was Preuss.
Just walking away.
Hauling down Sam Shekel. Shekel just checked into this game and
checked into the turf right after.
Another look at it here, and I was stepping on the back of his heel.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice move.
And that's going out of bounds. It's thrown into Seaholm on the 20-yard line.
Oh, jeez. Oh, they're not happy. Oh, Restrepo just fired that kick right into the Seaholm bench. Players are pointing at him after it. Tempers are beginning to fly here. Like, he was 2 feet away from the bench and fired a full line shot into it. Oh, boy.
So we'll have a corner kick here.
I might be battling fists as I roll down there for the post-game comments. There we see Fuller getting taped up.
Comes in, only one Maple available. Slazinski unable to get much on the shot, and Groves now under 30 seconds remaining. Gonna really have to pull off the improbable here.
Be quite the miracle, especially with no extra time.
So Seaholm will put the finishing touches on a 2-0 victory. And Nick, before you head on down, your final thoughts here tonight on the 2-0 shutout victory for the Seaholm Maples.
You know, I don't think Groves played as bad as the score said. They were robbed a couple times. They played good enough to win this game, I think. There's nothing for them to, keep their heads low about. The first goal, you could argue that. The second goal was a miscue right in front of your keeper. So really, I think a good, hard-fought game. Both sides could have gone either way.
We'll take one final break here on BACB Sports, but when we come back, our post-game coverage, including Nick's Player of the Game interview.
I came from 5 generations of teachers. Losing my job was the bottom falling out of my world.
Welcome back one final time to Birmingham Seaholm High School. Brad Fetters for BACB Sports. The home team, the Seaholm Maples, victors here tonight. Final score 2-0. Their junior captain and midfielder June Lee is now alongside our very own Nick Buckler for his BACB Sports Player of the Game interview.
Thanks, Brad. Down here with BACB Sports Player of the Game, June Lee. June, an absolutely incredible goal to break a scoreless tie. Your first of the year. Kind of talk about what was going through your mind when you saw that ball sitting there.
Well, I thought it was a great chance. I've done it over and over in practice and kind of just left it out to luck, and luckily it went in today. So I think it sparked a good energy in the team, and I think that's why we won today. So I'm thankful for my team to follow me up and always support me. So
their keeper was pretty active coming out trying to play those loose balls. That one he kind of didn't make a play on. You were able to capitalize on that. Yeah. What does it mean for you personally to get your first of the year in such a big game?
Well, it means a lot to me. I know that Groves is a great opponent, and they're one of the hardest schedules on our calendar. So coming away with the win today is very big for us, and I hope we can carry the momentum going forward.
Congrats on the goal, congrats on the win, and good luck the rest of the way.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Yep, Brad, back up to you.
Congratulations to June Lee on his first goal of the season, the golden goal, the game winner, as the Maples eventually win tonight 2-0 over their rivals from Birmingham. Grove. Seaholm improves their overall record to 6-2-1. Groves falls now to 3-8-1 on the season. So once again, the one and only matchup between our two rival schools. We wish them both good luck the rest of the way. I'd like to thank my broadcast partner Nick Buckler tonight, our talented BACB Sports crew, including director Greg Black. I'm Brad Fetters saying goodnight. One final time from Birmingham Seaholm High School. Final score, the Seaholm Maples 2, the Groves Falcons 0.